Welcome to Leveraging Your Reality, where mindset meets movement. I'm Shavon Terrell-Camper, mental wellness coach and CEO, and this channel is your space to grow, heal, and elevate. If you're ready to stop surviving and going through the motions and start showing up for yourself so you can align with your truth, you're in the right place. Let's work today. All right. So what's crazy is this is my first time doing this, and I went online to go live stream as YouTube was like, nope, you need 24 hours to access. This is such a good point of when I talk to people about taking theory and making it into action. Because I could have been planning this for weeks. I could have been planning this for years. But if I don't have access because I never started, then I don't get to a place of actually putting things into action. For all of those who know me very well, y'all know that I am not into social media. It's not a thing that I do, yet it is the way that the world is moving today. And when you want to stay relevant and keep up with things, you have to be willing to shift. The problem with shifting is that our entire lives, we have been collecting a data set of information. And our mind then uses this information to decide what we're going to do or not going to do. Today is Mindset Mondays, and we're going to talk about the concept of limiting beliefs. So essentially, a belief is something that your mind has created. It's a rule. And oftentimes our rules were created back when we were younger. For many people, we're following rules that our 4, 5, 6, or 7-year-old self has made up. And we continue to follow those rules as 20, 30, 40, 50, 60-year-olds. And what's crazy is we don't tend to question the rule even when it's not working. So I am, as a coach, a big part of my job is working with people to move beyond where they are to get the outcomes they want. I'm in the dream building business. And in order to help people with creating dreams, a lot of it is around working on the inner landscape. So often we want to change from the outside in. And I mean, it sounds nice. The world is set up the way I want, therefore I can be who I want to be. No, it's flipped actually. You have to work on your inner landscape in order to create a different outer reality for yourself. So when I'm talking with my clients, a lot of times I say, if you want this new output, you must be willing to put in a new input. What's the new input you're willing to change? And a lot of the times it is all right up here. We need to start inputting new information inside of our head, and that starts with our beliefs. So let's talk about it. When it comes to a limiting belief is a belief that you have that stops you from going in a direction that you want to go or becoming the person that you want to become. And it is extremely difficult to evolve when you continue believing things that are no longer in service of you. So how I work with clients to move past limiting beliefs, the first step is I'll just give you the concept. So here's one of the concepts, a white wall. So behind me, there is a white wall, right? You look at this wall, we both agree that the wall is white. Got it? Yes, we agree. Now I give you a pair of blue tinted glasses and tell you to put on these blue tinted glasses and look at the wall. Now what color is the wall? You're going to tell me, Shavon, the wall is blue. And I'm like, no, but you just told me the wall was white. And you're going to say, no, but I see blue. Okay, got it, fine. The wall is blue. Now I give you another pair of tinted glasses, and this time they're orange. And you put those orange tinted glasses on and go figure. Now the wall is orange. And no matter what, you're going to keep telling me, no, I see orange. But I'm like, no, but you told me the wall was white. And this is how our limiting beliefs work, is they take a situation and it colors it a whole color. And that's all you can see when you look at the situation because it's the view you're looking from. So let's take, for example, fear. If we have on the glasses of fear and fear limits our belief, fear will color every situation that you get afraid in a different color than it may actually be. Remember, the wall never stopped being white. What changed is that you saw a different color of the wall you once called white. So when you find yourself getting stuck in certain situations, you have to ask yourself, what belief is making me see this reality? And this is why they say things like there are several sides to the story. There's your side, there's their side, and there's the truth. That is all about the perspectives in which we look through, the beliefs in which we have. Like you could take a dog, for instance, right? The owner believes that their dog is kind and gentle. And let's say it's like a 60-pound dog. And that dog, you're out for a walk, and that dog is now running up to you. And it's coming full speed ahead. The owner could be like, no, 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 don't worry, they don't bite. Your beliefs, when dogs are running after you, they're scary and you need to run. It doesn't matter what that owner sees or what they believe. This dog is running at you and you are afraid for your life now. And that's how beliefs work. You have two different people with two different sets of beliefs about the dog, and it causes them to react very differently to the dog. So whenever you're in situations and you're finding that you're not getting the results that you want, people aren't acting the way you want, you really have to take a step back and question yourself. Where am I limiting myself from seeing this situation in a different way? Because a lot of times we work to change other people, but we don't look to change ourselves. It's your view, it's your belief that's making you look at that situation a certain way. And it's going to be you that helps you to see it another way, especially when it comes to things that we know are good for us. Like, oh, I use myself as an example when it comes to social media. Like, it's another thing to do. I'm a mom, I'm a wife, I'm a business owner. I'm like, who has time to get online and do all this posting? And that belief of who has time to get online and do all this posting is something that I have been believing. I don't have time. And this morning I was sitting there and I was like, all right, Shavon, you are doing this today. No matter what, you are posting this video today. And I was like, what am I going to call this? If I'm going to have to do this type of thing every single day, I need something to call it. And I can't call it social media time because that joint doesn't work for me. It doesn't make me motivated to go like, yeah, let me do this. I had to call it geek out time. And I know that's weird, but whatever, I'm weird. Geek out time because I like geeking out about certain topics. And the topics that I'm going to come to you with are things that I literally geek out about. I could talk about it in almost any setting. It's the thing that I enjoy. So when I put on my calendar geek out time versus put it on my calendar post on social media, it evokes a different inner experience for myself. So I'm making myself believe that this slot on my calendar is all for me to geek out. And I just come in here with y'all and just geek out. And that actually gets me excited to go and create this video. But flip that on the other side, right? When I have it as social media, I'm like, oh gosh, social media again, why? Like, it's a completely different experience inside of me. And that's what I get back to that point of, hey, it's your inner landscape that needs shifting, not necessarily the outer world. Stop trying to change your spouse. Stop trying to change your children. Stop trying to change your boss. Stop trying to change your manager and change the one person you can actually change. And that is you. So that's all for now. I got to get ready to get to the actual coaching work with my people. If this message spoke to you, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Share it with someone who needs to hear it.